2/3 of the people inside my jail have a substance abuse disorder, as opposed to 5% of the people on the outside.
So as we've seen an increase in the number of individuals coming into our facilities with substance use, we know that part of that is also withdrawal. That increases the potential for risk of some type of medical complications and or death. Our job is to try to address that.
I mean, we should understand that, number one, we have a mandate to care for the health of those in our care and custody. But more than that, we have a responsibility to do that.
If you don't deal with it properly, you're going to have risk management issues. You're going to end up in federal court for your negligence and your failure to do the right thing.
Jail administrators and sheriffs need to understand that substance use disorder is a medical issue. We need to do everything in our power to stop preventable deaths, and withdrawal deaths are preventable.
It's important to have effective policies, procedures, and protocol to deal with all aspects of running a facility. You have to look at addiction as this is a medical issue.
We're probably looking at anywhere between 12 to 14 to 17 hours. They are deeply in the state of withdrawals. It's important that we train our staff to helping these people get stabilized.
Sheriffs and jail administrators know that they have a duty to protect and care for all of those living and working in their facilities. And part of that priority is screening individuals for medical and mental health challenges upon intake, including withdrawal. So the sooner we can identify, the sooner that we can screen individuals and get them the treatment and medical staff involved, the greater our opportunities to prevent any type of medical complications and or even death.
To properly identify, screen, treat is just so critical, because the worst thing that we want is someone to die in our custody. And then the bottom line is that's a human life. And we are entrusted with their care.
The challenge is really huge nowadays, and we've had to, here at our facility, we've had to change that correctional mindset.
These guidelines are going to help not only jail administrators and staff, but also providers, and also really important, the community providers as well. This is a community problem. It has to be a community solution.
The guidelines provide an opportunity for us to be consistent in our treatment of substance use disorders.
This is a blueprint to implement these policies, to utilize this protocol. It's a game changer, particularly when we're seeing more and more people coming into our facilities that are experiencing substance abuse withdrawal.
If there is a good practice out there, I want to utilize that. What I really love is the fact that we don't have to go it alone.
These guidelines will help sheriffs and administrators gauge where in fact they could enhance their current policies or protocols and services with their providers, where there might be gaps.
It'll provide rural jails who may have a greater challenge in substance use withdrawal treatment with a starting point. And the guidelines will help us recognize when it's time to raise the level of care and hopefully prevent in-custody deaths from substance use withdrawal.
These withdrawal guidelines are only going to help all of us to get to a better place, to help to recognize signs and symptoms with substance use withdrawal, and most importantly, to save lives.
It's about finding what works and letting everybody know it's important that we get them from step one to the end step, which eventually is re-entering the community, hopefully with a better foundation under their feet.
This is going to be a great resource. It's going to be good for everybody. It doesn't matter the size of the jail. At the end of the day, just remember it's the right and decent thing to do.